Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at this Mangoes On With Faith by Northern Monk. That's right, we're taking a look at this. It's by Northern Monk. It's based off their Faith Pale Ale by all accounts. It's mango infused as per the name, and it's a new one to the supermarket shelves in the UK, currently residing in your local Morrisons store. I've seen a bit about this online already. It seems to be a bit of a Marmite beer. Not everyone is that keen on it, but hey, we'll give it a go. Now, I'm fairly confident that the original Faith is a Citra hopped beer, which already puts it a bit on the back foot from my point of view, so I'm going to try and ignore that bias that I have towards Citra hops because they just don't agree with me, and hope that the rest of it kind of pulls together for kind of quite an enjoyable experience, but we'll see. Let's dive straight into this one. First, here is a look at the can. Okay, what glass are we going to use today? I think we will go with... Let's go with the Brew 2 pint glass. Right, let's get this open. Now, I can smell that distinct Citra note already, but the beer looks pretty appetizing coming out of the can. So, pretty fat bubbled head on that. I suspect that will dissipate pretty quick. It's thick, yellow. I mean, it's hazy, but it's not got the typical haze look. It's just solid colour. And to be honest, it looks like a big pint of custard, and it is kind of appealing. So, I've had a fair few of aromas hit me already, but let's get involved straight away. It's mango forward. There's some definite traditional pale IPA hops in there, including definitely Citra, so I have to try and ignore that in the back of my head for a minute. It smells sweet. That head is almost completely gone already. Mango, so yeah, very mango forward, maybe a bit of passion fruit, and kind of a little, and a bit of a orange, lemon, citrus, you know, generic citrus fruit bag kind of right at the back. But it's pretty subtle. It's very mango forward as you would expect, and as a result quite sweet. I'm not getting anything else out of that, so cheers. Okay, that's interesting. It's not really going where I thought, and I'm starting to see why a lot of people maybe didn't like it. There is a tart, bitter aftertaste on that is not great, if I'm honest. That's really disappointing, because initially I thought I found a beer that, despite having Citra in it, I actually quite liked, but that's proving not to be the case now. Okay, let's go again. So, initial hit on the tongue, it's slightly spiky lemon, but juicy, a bit sweet. It's, you know, it's there, it's tart, it's citrus, but it's nice, it's refreshing. And then the middle section, just heaps of sweet mango explosion, a waft of passion fruit in there, but it's really small. I think it may just be overly sweet mango that gives that kind of impression, and then you swallow it, there's a nice bitterness at the back of the tongue. It's not too much, it's just a nod to traditional pale ale bitterness. And then, unfortunately, after you've swallowed it, there's this thing that starts to build. And now I've had a few sips, it's nowhere near as potent and obvious. But initially, after the first sip, there was a real clawing. It's very drying. It's building now. A long time after you've taken a sip of it, it's like, I don't know. It's just it's a bit reminiscent of the aftertaste from Thornbridge Jaipur, but slightly different flavour profile. But it's a very similar experience. It's drying and bitter at the same time, not in a hugely nice way. It's much better now, though. I've had a few sips, I have to say. Yeah. I suspect this is going to be one of those beers that gets better the more and more you drink of it. So I'm going to pop this down for a second and we'll take a look at the can. So this is a Northern Monk X Drew Millwood. So this is another collaboration brew with Drew Millwood, whoever he or they are. Mango juicy tropical, it says on the side of the can. I think that's pretty accurate. Mangoes On With Faith, mango pale ale, 5.4%. Northern Monk Twist Edition. Twist just means it's a collaboration brew, as we've already said. There's always quite a lot of info on Northern Monk cans, so bear with me. Mangoes On With Faith, Mango Pale Ale, a collaboration with Drew Millwood at Drew Millwood. I presume that's on several socials. Keep Mangoing. Hops are Citra and Mosaic. Yeah, absolutely. The Mosaic, for me, is doing all the legwork and making it nice, just trying to fight off that Citra twang, which was quite evident initially. It's starting to die out a bit now, though, of which I'm very grateful. Faith in Futures, drink beer, give faith. This is another Faith in Futures project beer, of course. So Faith in Futures Foundation is set up to provide £5,000 grants to charity and community projects that are tackling injustice across our society by donating the same sum of money that we started with 7 years ago. Each can of this beer sold includes a donation to the Faith in Futures project. By drinking this beer, you're playing a role in providing hope for those that need it most. To learn more, visit northernmonk.com or find us on social media. Visit the original brewery and tap room, Northern Monk Brewing Co. Holbeck, Leeds. And we have a list of ingredients, which are water, malted barley, oats, mango puree, wheat, lactose, hops, yeast. It's got lactose in it, which I guess explains the colour. The Sunday Times 100 Best Small Companies 2020. I'm sure they are. And if you get any beer when you work for them, I'm sure it's a very good company to work for. So, that's everything pretty much on the can. Back to the beer. Aromas are opening up now, it's been sat out. Another kind of traditionally umbongo style smelling beer. Super fruity, super sweet. Smells very appetising, to be honest. I'm even losing the Citra hops, which for me is normally something that never happens if it's got Citra in, because I just hate it that much, to be honest. But this is, to be honest, this one's keeping me wanting to come back, which is something I don't think a Citra hopped beer has ever done. So it is doing something right. The initial taste, the medium palate, the finish are all very good. I think I'm fortunate in that my tongue is becoming very quickly accustomed to that sour after. No, it's coming back now. It's coming back. It's got an aftertaste that is just off-putting, and I think that's going to ruin it for most people, if I'm honest. So, this is not a bad beer. It is just not one that's going to suit everyone. If you like traditional bitter pale ales and you like mango style beers, then this is probably a winner. If you're not that keen on either, then I think I'd give it a miss. As always, it's Northern Monk, it's well executed, it's reasonably priced. Not their finest hour, but it has proven to me that a Citra hop beer can continue to be appealing even after I know what's in it, which has never happened before. So Northern Monk, thank you very much for that. But to be honest, I don't have a great deal more to say about this. It's okay, it's definitely a Marmite beer. This is going to be one of those that you just have to judge for yourself. As always, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like it if you haven't already. Subscribe if you would be so kind, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers.